Hello, hello. I'm Chris with the Legacy team, and today I'm going to show you an awesome interview I had with one of our customers. Not only will you learn why they got a legacy CNC system and some of the problems that they solved in their manufacturing processes, but also some of the incredible projects that they are producing out of their shop with their machine. Some of them as big as 38 feet long by 6 feet tall. So stick around and check out what this legacy customer is doing with their CNC system.
Well, hey guys, I'm Chris with Legacy Woodworking again. I have Sean McKay with me today. Sean, where are you from? Where are you guys out right now?
Our factory and offices are located in Phoenix, Arizona.
You work for the company, and what is the company name, and what do you guys specialize in right now?
We have my employment is dedicated to two companies. They're all under the same umbrella. Goodall Companies is the name. We have Goodall Custom Cabinets, and we have what's called Craftsman Custom Cabinets. It's a company run by the son of the owner, who's kind of doing the same thing, but he also does stone countertops too. So it's kind of it's an offshoot from Goodall, but I do work for both, custom work for both of them.
Gotcha. And so, does or that company you work for, do they already have CNC equipment included with their manufacturing processes?
Yes, they do. They have some large format production CNCs. They're
Okay.
not necessarily for custom work like the ATC is. It's making cabinet sides and boxes basically is what
Gotcha.
it.
They're just kicking out tons and tons of sheet processing for cabinet making.
Yes, we go through 100 to 200 sheets a day on one of our machines, and we actually have two of them. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you guys are bumping. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
we are very busy all the time. Yes.
What got you involved, or what was the story behind it on getting a dedicated machine for custom work? How did that come to pass?
The owner, Ken Goodall, he's always wanted to do some of these custom work that we've been outputting to. We'll call up a company and say, hey, give us some doors, give us some molding. Here's our dimensions. And we'd wait 2 weeks and we'd get it and kind of cross the fingers, hoping that they were exactly the way we needed. Um, he hired me about 6 months ago with 3D drafting capabilities and modeling.
Okay.
And he saw that I was doing some of my drawings in that for a customer presentation, and it kind of spawned from there. He said, "Oh my gosh, you do modeling? We could use that." And it took about 2 months from him investigating which machine is best, which one could be tailored.
Mhm.
Um, and he chose the Legacy from you guys. We chose the 4x8 ATC, and there hasn't been one time where we've thought, gosh, you know what, this doesn't have the capabilities to do what we were hoping it would do. He never, I guess, went back. He never found a machine that actually worked better than for us, your guys' machine. So we went
Gotcha.
ahead and purchased one.
Well, what were some of the major projects that you needed to push, first onto the machine?
I think that the workload had always been there for custom work. It had always come in and they would literally go online and search for who had, the product that we were looking for, who could deliver it to us, and the cost effectiveness of it. And I think it just became a necessity, that we bring them in-house. And so I think it wasn't a specific job, but the minute we got our machine, I would say about 2 weeks before the machine got here, got delivered, I had three projects already ready to go. But our very first project was some 8x8 custom leg columns that went on a kitchen island
Mhm.
in a residence. And so they were very large columns. And, to be honest with you, from what I heard, they were costing quite a bit to have some guy hand carve these uh,
Wow.
yeah, columns. And I decided to take the whole step and I 3D print a miniature version of each column and leg that we make. And then we can hand this to the customer. And
Oh,
instead
that's
of actually
cool.
seeing a 2D drawing, they see this and we put it in their hands and they feel it and they look at it and they say, yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I like. And then we say, okay, And the cool thing about it is it's drawn now. So if they approve this, then it's from that model that they approve right into your guys' operation. So combining the two technologies is definitely not just a benefit for us in the factory, but also for our clients too.
This is awesome. So not only have you been able to go from outsourcing all of your custom parts and projects or jobs, you've been able to bring all of that in-house and then incorporate other technologies to pretty much have a better close rate for your sales process.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of your favorite and coolest projects that you've had a chance to produce with the CNC machine?
Right now, my favorite project is a restaurant that we did, a clubhouse at a golf course. It's called the Troon Golf Course, and they have rebuilt their clubhouse. And in the course of their designing, the interior designer kind of threw out the idea of a very large wavy wall made out of walnut.
How big was it?
The wall itself is 6'6" high and it's 38 feet long.
Holy moly.
Yeah, the project itself is it's just an aesthetically beautiful piece of art that's on the wall, and the material we used was walnut, so it was a really dark walnut. The ATC definitely met our expectations for making that project, and it actually made it quite easy too. It was really interesting to see once it was all drafted and once all the hard work was done designing it, it was probably maybe 2 hours worth of work that required to put it to your guys' machine. So it wasn't another complicated hurdle that we had to cross over or get past in order to say, okay, now we can carve it. It was hey, transfer this to G code and let's carve it now. So, but we also knew that our machine was fast enough that we were going to have no problems meeting that deadline.
What are some upcoming projects that you're excited to tackle here with your machine that
we're getting a lot of from our guys that are on the factory floor who are waiting for trim and molding to come in. I know I was hearing a lot of background complaints that oh man, it's going to take too long. It's going to take 4 weeks. Okay, well, we got to wait. Let's do this, and kind of some workarounds to work around not getting our custom product. And I said, give me your moldings. I want your moldings. We're putting very large panels on refrigerators and freezers and other appliances in the kitchen, and they want molding that's specific profile. And it's funny because sometimes the bits just don't fit what the customer has requested. And that's when the legacy comes in, because if you've drawn it in a 3D model and you've put the exact profile and the curve on it, if you use the right bits, you can't tell the difference between somebody who created their own knife to carve the molding that we asked for custom versus giving it to me and I putting it on the plate of the ATC, and I've got a 3D model that's exact profile, and send the machine to do it and do a roughing pass and then do a final pass. And within inside an hour, I've got molding that is got corners on it that are 90-degree corners. They're very solid connection points where they come together, and they're done in 30 minutes. I walk them over to the guys, and they're like, we weren't expecting these for, at least knowing it was done in-house. They were saying at least a couple of days. I'm like, no, we got stuff to do. Let's get your molding done. And so we create, hey, and then he comes back and says, hey, can you do one more? We got another panel. Sure. Those are some
fantastic.
of the, I don't want to say they're big, but they are big in the sense of for our factory floor.
Yeah.
How convenient, how time saving, and to be honest with you, the money too. We're basically down to, $3 piece of wood being carved into molding that we were getting charged a couple $100 for, and 4 weeks later.
That's awesome. It sounds like it's making a huge difference, not just in time savings, but like you said, money savings, because all of that outsourcing expense is now being brought in-house. You're able to now give yourself a better quality, a better time frame, better experience for your clients. I mean, that's overall win-win all around.
Yes.
That's great.
And when you say quality too, it's like our own quality control. The accuracy of the element itself that's being done is definitely second to none by far.
This is great. Sean, I appreciate the time you've taken with us today. This is It is mind blowing. Again, every time I get to learn about customer stories about what you guys are doing with the machine and how you're problem solving and approaching all these different elements, it blows my mind every time. So again, thank you for taking the time with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
A big thank you to Sean and to all the good people at the Good All Craftsman Cabinet Company. If you're interested in seeing their website and what they do in their Arizona local area, you can find that link in the description below. If you're interested in seeing what a legacy CNC can do for you, I recommend checking out our website at legacywoodworking.com. Now, if you have any questions and would like to talk with one of our CNC experts, you can always call 801-491-0010. Now, if you would like to see more videos like this, including cutting demonstrations, just click right over there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check that notification box so you can obviously be notified when new videos like this come out. If you have any questions or would like to leave a comment, you know what to do down below. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, Legacy solves more woodworking problems than any other CNC manufacturer in the industry.